Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. And again, this is the square tray mold from MoldsandShapes, and it's a Druzy shape. And I'm so happy to have this mold, and I need to admit something. This was my first pour in this mold, but I made a couple of pours and decided what do I put for the launch, what do I put for the second video, and this is going to be my third video. So yeah, this is me just choosing what can I do. I always do several pours when I get a brand new mold, and then I decide. So you know my little secret. Anyway, I'm mixing here my resin. I'm using the ultra cast resin as to almost 80% of my pours, and I'm dividing some cups because I want to pour a sort of daisy belly technique, but of course it will turn out completely different. So I'm starting mixing my white, and I will add also some other colors so I get a beige tone. And here is some brown pigment drops from Art. Before it was white pigment drop. Then I'm using some yellow, and all together it's going to be my beige tone or cream color tone. And the recipe for this you get with the pigment drops from Art together, and there are many colors you can just mix with only 6 or 7 different colors. So you have a color chart, a color swatch, and you can just mix the color you want to have. And I guess many people know me already. I love those organic colors very much. Before I never thought I would do, but recently I really love them, and you get great effects. So now I have here the interference champagne, and I'm adding a little bit of the interference champagne as well to my beige tone. I hope I have it rather equally, but I wanted to have them, to have a little glow, a little shine. And when you add mica powder to your resin, just make sure you mix it very, very well. Sometimes I think because I have those thin popsicle sticks, that mixing the mica powder is not so easy. So I guess it works better when you have a bigger popsicle stick, but that's only my experience. Anyway, I just showed you what color next I want to mix, and this is the coffee, and coffee is a very dark brown, as you can tell from the name, and I'm using here yellow, I'm using red, and I'm using blue. Yeah, this red, it was still full, but my nozzle was blocked, so I need to see that I get this sorted. And here I'm using a little bit blue, but also a little bit black, and this is gonna make my coffee color. And it's really awesome. It's an awesome brown tone, a very dark brown tone, like an espresso actually. And I really love this. And this is what you achieve with pigment drops. And with my next one, I do the same. With my next cup, I divided it into different cups because you will see it later. And I think at that moment I didn't have bigger cups, so I really needed to divide it. Sometimes, you just forget to buy your equipment, and then you have a problem and you need to divide your colors, and you always hope that you get a very similar shade of color. Anyway, so, and in those coffee color, I also add some of the Magnolia Shimmer. This is the shimmer from Laura's Art Corner, and it's amazing. But you need to really add only a little bit, just the tip of your popsicle stick, not more. Otherwise, it's gonna take over. So just be careful with it. But the shimmer you get in your resin piece is amazing. It's very delicate, very beautiful. So I'm taking my mold again, I'm taking my coffee color, and then I'm just pouring into the edges of the mold, into the Druzy, and I'm pouring from rather up high and hope that I don't get too many air bubbles. But what I find with the Druzy, it's very forgiving. So there might be holes, but I don't think you can really see them. So I just pour this till my cup is empty, and you see this gorgeous color in this gorgeous mold. It's really amazing. So, and now I just use the rest of my coffee color, and I just pour from the edge till all, no, not all, but till half of my cup is done. And now I'm just pouring from the side again with my cream color. Not into the Druzy edges, but into the plateau, as you can see. I just wanted to see if it makes any difference, what effect I can achieve. So this is why I poured it, and please forgive me while I'm doing the voiceover. This pour is already 3 weeks old. Now on top of my cream color, I'm pouring my coffee color. And it's funny how the cream color is moving. Do you see how it moves in the center, in the middle of every straight line to the middle? It's funny. And now I just poured the rest of my coffee color into the center, and now I'm just pouring a puddle of the beige color into the center. And basically that's it. I just take some clear resin and I fill up my mold, and then everything can work, and I'm very curious how this is going to turn out, what's going to happen, and if there are any effects. Of course, I'm always nervous, you know, because there's fitting a lot of resin in there. I think it's round about 440, 450 grams what fits in there. And yeah, you want to have your resin piece to work. And, you know, some people might think now, yeah, but you get free resin. No, I also pay for my resin. So just in case people think, you know, I just get it for free. I don't get my resin for free. I pay for my resin. Anyway, so you see already that the resin is making some effects, and I'm looking for my centerpiece, what I can put in there. I have those stones I bought at a sort of dollar shop in Germany. It's called not Timo. Sorry, it's Teddy. Today I'm a little bit confused. And then I'm adding some stones, which I like, some glitter, which I like. Everything I just have to hand just to achieve some nice effects in the center as well. Because I like to combine different things like stones, like glitter, so it looks a little bit more organic and not just like a glitter blob. And now you have the time lapse where you can see what the resin is doing, how the resin is moving. And the ultra cast resin has a rather long working time. It's 1 hour. So it has really time to make its effects. And so far, I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with the color. Maybe some people expect sometimes more colorful colors from me, but I just love those organic colors. So it's the next day, and it's still a little bit bendy, I need to admit, but I was so curious also because of the mold and because I poured it the first time, and I'm just demolding. And sorry, I don't have the noise of the demolding, but the demolding is always very awesome to hear, especially with the crystal edges. So anyway, let's have a look. And yeah, it's a big mold. And look at this. And this is something I love, because you see how the crackles appear from the center. Okay, you have the plain part, but then slowly and little the crackles start to, and they become bigger. And I think it's amazing. It's very beautiful, and look at the crystal edges. I love this, and for me it's like a coffee tray, like you put your coffee cup on there. Maybe when you put a food safe layer in the center, you can also put some cakes or some biscuits with it. And yeah, I just love it. And here's the final result, and maybe you can see a little bit. Yeah, of course the crystals you see very good, but maybe you also see a little bit of the shimmer from the Magnolia shimmer from Laura's Art Corner. But look at this crystals, and yeah, it's just, I love this mold. Anyway, with this, I love and leave you like always. I thank you for watching, and please guys, from tomorrow, from Saturday 19th of April, there's gonna be the second part of the Druzy marathon, starting with Lillian and finishing with me, and in between everyone else. So just have a look, and yeah, take care guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.